everyone, Kayla here, and welcome back to another Detangle and Talk. I really do enjoy filming these because, I get to spend some time with you guys while I'm doing something that I need to do to maintain my hair every week. So, for today's detangle part of this Detangle and Talk, the conditioner that I'm using is actually a mix of conditioners because it's one of those wash days in which I am at the end of the product. So I used scrapings of the Obeah deep conditioner, and when I say scrapings, literally you could see the bottom of the container through the conditioner, and I was bumping my fingernails against the bottom of the packaging while I was getting the deep conditioner out. And then I used the Obeah Therapy hair mask, and I left scrapings in the bottom of that one. So I had to pull out another conditioner for next wash day because there is no way that I'm going to have enough conditioner to be able to get my entire head with what's left in the Therapy hair mask. So for the detangling tool that I'm going to be using, of course, you guys already know what it is. I am using the Tangle Buster brush. However, I am looking at purchasing another detangling brush that I know a lot of people like, so I'm looking into that one. I just realized halfway through that I didn't turn on like one of my major lights, but the sun's out, so it'll be alright. I think it looks pretty decent without that extra light on. But anyway, so the topic for today's Detangle and Talk, I wanted to actually talk about this trend I'm noticing in YouTubers making one of two kinds of videos. I'm seeing a lot of I am frustrated by my natural hair videos. I'm seeing a lot of I don't like my natural hair videos. And I kind of wanted to make a video explaining why I don't hate my natural hair. My natural hair isn't bothering me. And as far as speaking on the trend, when I say that I'm actually not bothered by these videos, I actually applaud these women for making the videos. One reason is because I think it's always good to hear different perspectives and different points of view. Just because you're on YouTube doing natural hair content and you've learned things about your natural hair doesn't mean that you have to sit up here and sip the natural hair Kool-Aid and be in love with every single thing about natural hair. That's not realistic. And I know that it was more necessary for us to get on here and share a basic one-sided full deep in love affair with our natural hair at the beginning of the natural hair movement, because there were so many people that weren't convinced that they could even have natural hair, that natural hair could be manageable. So it's kind of like how black parents be like, you represent me when you go up out this house. Don't you come up out here acting a fool. It was kind of like, hey sis, you represent us, the natural hair people, when you're out in the streets. Let's keep it positive. But now I think more people are wearing their natural hair, and I think now it's time for an honest discussion of things that frustrate people about their natural hair. Because there may be people who are frustrated and they're feeling like they're alone because they're not really hearing anyone speak their truth about their natural hair. And also, in these frustration natural hair videos, it's giving me old school YouTube vlog vibes. You know how people used to just sit in front of the camera on YouTube and they would just talk about their day, talk about whatever. It's not like vlogs now where they take the camera places with them and stuff like that. And I would sit there and I would watch people talk and tell a story about something that happened that day, and I was fascinating. And so I actually do watch these videos. I think they're entertaining. For me personally, I don't dislike my natural hair. I'm not frustrated by it. And to give a little background of me, if you've never watched my channel before, I am a natural that has been natural since October of 2011, and I also did a 1.5-year transition before I went natural. So I've had natural hair pretty long, like almost 10 years or so that I've been either growing natural hair or have fully natural hair. And so I have all of the recipe that one would have to be frustrated with their natural hair. I have long natural hair. I have very thick natural hair. I have everything type 4 natural hair, because let's be real, a lot of people that are saying they don't like their hair, they're frustrated with their hair, are type 4s. I got all those things, and yet I sit here not disliking my natural hair as of right now. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I won't come out with a video in the future saying, oh, I'm frustrated with my natural hair. Anything is possible. My mom says, don't ever say what you won't do, because you don't know what you will and won't do. So, but there's a couple reasons why I feel like I am not disenchanted with my natural hair. The first reason being that I can finally do my hair myself. I can do my hair myself. When I was growing up, my mom did do my hair. My mom is one of those moms that's just not good at doing hair. And we talk so much about the moms, that are like not black and they have black kids, or they have biracial kids, and oh, this, that, other, oh, the mama don't know how to do no hair. But let's really talk about the black moms that don't know how to do hair, right? My mom's one of them. So she did my hair, and it became unmanageable to her. And so I became a pressed natural in my later years of elementary school. And so I was in the salon. They did my hair. And then eventually when I became relaxed, I still was at the salon, and the people at the salon were responsible for washing, brushing, flat ironing my hair down. And so whenever I would attempt to do that and to get that look at home, I just could not achieve the smooth, silky look that I had with my relaxed hair, because y'all, my hair was silky smooth. Like, it looked like, one girl said I had Barbie doll hair. That's how smooth my hair was. That's how straight and sleek my hair was, and I just couldn't achieve that myself. And I think now, looking back on it, I probably had trash blow dry technique, trash flat iron technique, not a good flat iron at all anyway. I just wasn't good at doing my hair. And so I would be a little self-conscious when I would come out with hair straightened by myself, because I did start doing my own hair when I went to college. And now as a natural, I have that freedom where I can throw a wash and go, a braid out, a bantu knot out, whatever, into my hair, and I like it, and it looks good, and I did it myself. So I am in love with the ability to do my own hair and do it, in my opinion, pretty well. Another reason why I don't dislike my natural hair is that I finally have achieved what I think is easy hair. And I don't mean easy as far as texture. I feel like easy as in a vibe, easy as in a way of approaching my natural hair. When I first went natural, I was watching a lot of different people online, because up until that point, the hair YouTubers that I watched were relaxed or Texlax people. So I started watching natural channels, and one of the early natural channels that I watched was Natural Me 4C. And I just felt like her hair was the embodiment of what I feel easy natural hair is, because she would wear her hair, and she calls her hair Miss Fro. She would put Miss Fro into a wash and go. She was a wash and go natural, y'all. And she would just put Miss Fro into a little wash and go, and would have the most purposeful fro. Her hair just looked so together, okay? And it was just, it didn't seem like it stressed her or bothered her to get her hair into this wash and fro. And her hair would stay done. She knew how to maintain it, and it was just not a problem. And I was like, man, I want that. I want my natural hair to be like that. And there was a lot of me doing the most in the beginning of my natural hair journey, and kind of especially at the middle of my natural hair journey. Doing the most, having setbacks, all of those things. And then I think I have achieved easy natural hair like Natural Me 4C. Probably in the last 3 to 4 years, I finally have achieved hair that I feel is like the vibe that she had. I think I finally have achieved it in these past few years. And what I mean by that is, like, I do my hair, it's not stressing me. Like right now, like for me to detangle my hair, it's nothing. This is not even a big deal to be doing. I know how to do my technique. I'm not learning how to do anything. I'm not trying to improve it. I'm not on a mission or anything. And when it comes to styling my hair, I just throw the style in. I know how to do it. I don't do my hair after wash day at all. at all. I literally just tie my hair up every day, shake it down in the morning, and go about my business. So I finally have achieved that easy natural hair that I wanted. It took me a couple years to get that easy natural hair, but I finally got it. And you know what? This is kind of a point I want to make, y'all. Easy natural hair doesn't come in the form of a certain texture. Easy natural hair comes in the form of working with your texture. And I know some folks don't want to hear that. They want their hair to do things that other people's hair with different hair types would do. And that's just not realistic. Your hair is going to only act like your hair. And so I'm not frustrated with that. I think I also enjoy that since having natural hair, my standards for my hair have changed. And that's another reason that I am still happy with my natural hair. I don't have to have hair that is like perfect or done to the nines. Like I literally, like when I first went natural, I was like, okay, this braid out needs to be like so, this twist out needs to become like so. And I think it's because the vibe and the energy around natural hair has changed. Just like I said earlier, we don't feel like we have to represent all natural hair when we're out. I don't feel like I'm representing anything when I'm out at Walmart. So like I am much more likely now that I feel like I can throw my hair into a messy bun on the top of my head, no edges slicked, nothing, and my hair looks good. Like I go out and about and people were like, oh, your hair looks nice, this, that, other, or that's a cute look. Or I can wear a wash and go that has nearly no definition, but it has some sort of aspect that I like it's hanging, or it's soft, or it has good movement or something like that. And I'm happy with that. Like, I did not have these chill vibes when I was relaxed. I really didn't. That is something that has come over the years of me having natural hair. And so that's why I still love my natural hair. I just picked up a shit ball. I also feel like I'm having a lot of fun with my natural hair. I am a very ingredient savvy natural. And I think some people are used to ingredient savvy naturals from the point of like fear. Like, oh, I fear this ingredient. I don't like this ingredient. For me, ingredients are more of a tool so that I can kind of predict what the product's going to do on my hair, so I can save my money and my time. Like, okay, I know that this has this ingredient, so it's probably going to do this. Okay, cool. Then I can pair it with this, and together they're going to achieve that. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm not dumb, y'all. I pay attention to comments. I pay attention to trends. I know a lot of y'all watch my channel because I seem savvy with my product choices. So I do try to make that spin on my content when I make content, because I know that you guys come to the channel. A lot of you come to the channel for that. But I feel that since I do know more about ingredients than I knew back in the day, I kind of can have fun mixing and matching the products and stuff like that. And the beauty of natural hair is that a lot of the hairstyles of natural hair are done on wet hair. So it's kind of more of this experience of like throwing this and that on your hair, and it feels good. Like I just throw conditioner on my hair, I throw the gel or the whatever on my hair, and it creates something. I don't know, I just feel like that whole process is just really, really fun to just like play around. And another reason why I like my natural hair is I like that it can take so many different forms. Like I can do styles where my hair is really stretched and smooth, and you can see more of the length of my hair. So that's, you know, I might do a braid out and my hair is like really, really, really smooth. And then I might do a curl former set. And you know, y'all, them things be pulling them edges straight, them roots straight. Roots be smooth, okay? And then when that gets old and falls in a couple of days, then I turn it into a Bantu knot out. And then when the Bantu knot out gets old, I will re-knot it in larger sections, and the Bantu knot out stretches out, and this is like really nice look. Like, this is transformative hair. This hair be doing some tricks, okay? And then when I'm tired of that, the loose and smooth look, then I'll go do a wash and go. And even my most defined, most hanging wash and go really just only covers up like around my really prominent collarbones and stuff like that. So I can have hair that shrinks up to my shoulders. Meanwhile, my hair is down my back. You know? That's just I mean, that's just amazing to me, because that is something that I sought when I first went natural. I did want versatility, and for me back then, versatility meant being able to wear the hair natural and then turn around and straighten it, which y'all know I don't know how to straighten my hair. I'm really terrible at it, so I should have known better than that. But versatility has come in another form for me. It's not the whole I can wear it straight and I can wear it curly versatility, but it's versatility in the form of being able to do all those hairstyles that I just mentioned. I can make my hair look just about any way that I want to. And I know that there are some naturals who their natural curl pattern is so persistent and so, you know, visible that it's difficult for them to do all those different hairstyles. But my hair type, you know, I got what I like to call the black girl wave. So my hair can easily be brushed out, stretched out, textured, hidden briefly in another hairstyle. It's pretty easy to do that with my hair type. So I love that. I love that. And then you know what? I love challenging people's stereotypes of natural hair. That's another thing that I like about my natural hair, because I think especially because of the type of my hair, I have a type of hair that people tend to think can't do certain things or can't look certain ways. You know, thankfully, I don't get too many people challenging my hair type on my channel. This is type 4 hair. I will stand by that. I won't die on any other hills though. So 4A, 4B, 4C, I'm not going to fight with you on that, because I really don't care about none of that stuff. What does that alphabet soup really mean? And there is no consensus on what makes something 4A, 4B, or 4C. But I like that, you know, people don't really think kinky hair naturals can be wash and go naturals. And look at me. You know, I'm like, look at me. People think that people with hair as thick as mine, why would you grow it to this length, you know? Or, oh, my daughter has hair that's as thick as yours, and child, oh no, it's so much, and this, that, and the other. Meanwhile, I'm over here chilling. Long, thick, natural hair, and it's a kinkier type. And I'm happy with that. Like, I love to challenge people's, you know, stereotypical beliefs. Like, some people probably think hair like this, you can't get through it like this. Or they think that they can't use a brush on it. Look. You know what I mean? Like, I am like a living, breathing, walking myth, stereotype buster. And I love that. So, as of right now, your girl is loving her natural hair, even after all of these years. And I'm going to continue to love my natural hair and not be frustrated. But at the same time, as I said earlier in the video, those women have a right to be frustrated with their natural hair. I'm not going to critique them. I'm not going to tell them they weren't trying hard enough. I'm not going to say anything negative about them, because that's what YouTube is for. It's for telling your story. And they are telling their story of their natural hair. It's an authentic experience, and I love authenticity. I'm never going to argue against it. You know what I mean? But that being said, we have come to the end of this Detangle and Talk. Can y'all imagine? I actually had stuff to talk about the entire time, because sometimes I be running out of talking, and I ain't finished my hair yet. But there are going to be some videos to the side that you might want to check out so you can stay on my channel. Definitely do that. It helps me out a lot when you continue to watch. Subscribe. I post videos every week, and I will talk to you in the next one.